Last week, I made a video about how stupid I thought the news around potential curbs to the Cycle to Work scheme in tomorrow's budget was. First, can I just shock you, I don't like the Cycle to Work scheme. I don't like any of the stupid tax relief schemes that we seem to be addicted to in the UK, and which by their nature almost always benefit most those who are least in need of relief. Unfortunately, what I'm almost certain of is that there's nothing else on the table. So in a world where you can use salary sacrifice schemes to spend thousands of pounds on a new home cinema system, or tens if not hundreds of thousands of pounds on a new car, I will defend the measly offering of the Cycle to Work scheme. Elsewhere in continental Europe and around the world, there's an e-bike boom going on. In particular, this is happening with electric cargo bikes, like these ones I sell in my shop, for carrying kids and doing the weekly shop, and much more. These bikes can and are replacing huge numbers of car trips abroad, and even in this country too. But of 30 European nations ranked this year on how many e-bikes are being sold for every 1,000 people, the UK ranks 29th out of 30, with just 2.1 sales per 1,000 people. The only country we're only just ahead of is Belarus, with 1.8 sales per 1,000 people. And we Brits love making excuses about the weather or the hills, but it might surprise you to learn that the leader of this particular survey was Norway, with 36.2 e-bikes sold per 1,000 people. Meanwhile, on top of things like the electric car scheme, there are endless grants and incentives available for buying a new car. And despite all this, and the stupid things that someone at the Treasury has been saying, HMRC's own data of exactly how the scheme is used show this is false. According to HMRC's own data, since the £1,000 cap was removed from the Cycle to Work scheme in 2019, the average transaction has been £1,661. That average is increased by the e-bike purchases, but the average value of an e-bike purchased under the scheme is £2,270, and purchases of over £5,000 make up just 2.5% of all bikes sold under the scheme. The most extensive study of the impact of cycling to work on your health, which was carried out in the UK over 18 years and on 82,297 people, found that cycling to work reduces your risk of death from illness by between 47 and 51%. We have a sedentary lifestyle crisis that is costing the NHS billions and billions of pounds. While the motor industry is being propped up in almost every way imaginable, the UK bicycle retail industry is currently going through perhaps its worst period in its history. In the wake of the pandemic boom, bicycle sales have now dropped to their lowest point since the 1970s. If a curb on the Cycle to Work scheme is introduced in tomorrow's budget, it will be the death knell for all the small and medium-sized businesses who make up the majority of the bike retail industry in this country.